All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Mahomes. That's caught. It's the Clemson looking. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The big play nets them 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Yellow. Arcelani.
Running left with Pacheco. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Back to the line they come. 2nd down.
Yellow.
Off the play fake. It's Mahomes. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They go play action. It's Mahomes. This one's caught. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Romped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part is the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Offense in the hurry up here.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Attack!
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
'49ers into the dime defensively, third down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Hauled in by Gray. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Purdy throwing here to start. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Shoots away from one. Space on the right, and he's got room. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers finish off their opening drive. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. It gives it Pacheco to start the drive. Escapes a defender. Pull it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Quick throw completed by Mahomes. Past the 25. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
And now get him down after he gets into the 48. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Sending him on the dive. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Ashton Gelati's driving in there for the stop.
1 yard gain.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. After that plays now, they could be the big gains of next week. And I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages. He couldn't do it right there.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down.
Yellow. 18. Yellow.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Ayuk makes the catch. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
49er, first down.
Get set. Get set.
1st and 10 at the 34.
Have a pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. Stopped after a gain of 2, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
He was brought down by Damari Mathis.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. The Chiefs in control so far. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
Get set. Yellow. 18. Watch out. Stop.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. He's off to the races. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He's going to take this one back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
Get set.
Plowing up the middle. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
Yellow. Outside. Yellow. 18. Watch out.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Chiefs territory. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
He put everything he had into this one. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Outside. Yellow. 18. Watch out. Up.
From the gun is Purdy. It's caught. Pearsall has it. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
At the 44-yard line.
Get set. Up.
Trying an inside give.
In this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Get set. Get set. Yellow. 18. Watch out. Go get him. Go get him. We got motion there. We got motion there right there. Up.
From the red zone on first. Throwing the out route complete. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 10-yard line.
And he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
The tackle man back at the 13-yard line.
Yellow. Get set. Get set. Yellow. 18. Watch out. Up.
Throw here. 3rd down. Pass it down close. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers making a one-score game in the first half. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
49ers 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up 3rd and very short.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe.
A gain of 6.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Chased out to his right. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
You know, Kate, it looked to me like this one, he leaves the pocket, and this is where you're out on the schoolyard, out on the playground, and you're looking for your buddy to find that connection. Unfortunately, receiver QB, they could not find the completion that time.
2nd down run by Pacheco. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture. And one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like forceps. I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
Catch made underneath by the back. He's going going to go down right along midfield stripe. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. And it's the Chiefs with it on 4th and 10. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Easy.
Mahomes to throw for it. He connects downfield. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just a machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. That play straight ahead. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a 49er first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Purdy on first down. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Yellow. Outside. 18, watch out.
Purdy looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
At their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Fall down these two.
To the air, Mahomes. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction, but how well the defense had that one covered.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36.
13 yards
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First down, Kansas City.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch. So give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10.
Yellow. Go, Lou, lady.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 23-yard line.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Yellow. Go, Lou. Yellow.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be dropped with a big...
Kansas City Chiefs.
From the red zone now. Has some room to work. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get more points to end a lopsided first half. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. They've got first down here with just 18 seconds to work with.
Outside. Watch out.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Get set.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, got to count on those being efficient and effective.
He's going deep. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around?
They'll bring out the punter here. Punts away, and he really pulled out the lob wedge here. It is soaring high as they try to pin them deep. And that return brings us to the end of our first 2 quarters of play. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch out!
Shotgun snap for Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So 2nd down coming up.
Get set! Get set! 18! Yellow.
From the gun is Purdy. Brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Outside! Yellow. 18! Watch out! Up.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Chiefs' 29.
Purdy to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense in a hurry up here.
9 yards. That's another 49er first down.
From the red zone on 1st. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. If they don't close quickly, he could take it to the house.
Get set! Get set! Up.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The 49ers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the 1st down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would.
Back to Pacheco here on 2nd. He's got room to roam. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Caught by the open man. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 3-possession game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these...
Oh, and it's no good. Just his second missed extra point this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 18.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Dose of the hurry up here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down, Purdy to throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air on second, Purdy. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
On third down, Purdy. It's caught. Pearsall has it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. Has it at the 7. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
In the huddle, here's 1st and goal. To the air again. Purdy gets it to him on the screen. There's some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first and back behind the sticks.
And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the 49ers drop the lead back to 13.
49ers 28. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now a give left side to Pacheco. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Play action, Mahomes gets everything he has under this one. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
It's a gain of 20.
Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. They send a receiver in motion right. Running it after the penalty. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Back to the well again. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Chiefs have set themselves up for the win here. Now just need to carry this lead through to the end. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Trying the right side. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs have likely locked up the win right there. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown. That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you've got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
It's set.
Now Purdy. This is a heater going deep. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
18, what's up?
2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy. Left side, secured by Ayuk. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. A solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Yellow. 18, what's yellow?
Purdy throwing here on first. This one's caught. And he's taken down at the 30. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Offense to the line fast.
49ers first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Can't connect on this one. A rare miss. Been throwing for him all game, but this one didn't work out. It's second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Outside. 22. Yellow.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. Hits his running back. And that will not be enough for a first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Gain of 9 brings up third and 1.
Purdy on third and 1. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers get it back to within 2 possessions. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
49ers 35.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the Chiefs cover off the kick. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kay?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
They'll run here on first down. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is second and 4. Running left with Pacheco. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Yellow. 180.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. On the move, headed right. Moving right, airs it. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked by Marquise Siegel. And the 49ers have some new life in the 4th.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Yellow. Get set. Get set. Yellow. 18. Up.
Looking to throw, Purdy. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. And it sets up second down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react? Read and react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. They stop him at the 39. No first yet, but they've got 3rd and very short coming up.
Yellow. Yellow.
Now it's Purdy. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
I think that time the defense was thinking a run play was going to come out, right? Actually, most of us probably thought that was the right call. Still, wasn't a problem for them to adapt and get into coverage and force now a 4th down.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this.
Get set. Get set. Up.
He's keeping it, he's going for it. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They only manage a yard, but that was enough as this drive rolls on. First First and 10 from the 41.
First and 10.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Brandon Ayuk. So it'll be second down.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
From the gun is Purdy. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Brought in inside the 20. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
You know, Kate, you often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that'll bring up second down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
Caught quickly on the slant. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers now within 1 score in the fourth. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers trim the deficit down to 5.
47. 49ers 42.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. The give to Pacheco to start the drive. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. It's Pacheco again. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Chiefs with a 5-point lead. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Yellow.
He'll throw it. Completed to his running back. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs push the lead up to 12. Butker on now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up first and 10.
Yellow. 18, watch out.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender. defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Catch made. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, they really love that Drago because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can have a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
He's got Ayuk downfield. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Caden. That's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this. All right, so the officials take that touchdown away. He did not break the goal line. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The 49ers now within 1 score in the 4th. Brock Purdy with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone.
I don't think that defense was ready for that kind of push at the point of attack. I think they were thinking outside run, play action, but they get gutted, and they could get it right up the middle.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers trim the deficit down to 5. We're down inside the final 90 seconds as they line up for the all-important onside kick. And the Chiefs cover up the kick. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Needed to try it. We all get it, but didn't work. Still now have those 3 timeouts to fall back on.
They did need to try it, but I think there is a school of thought of, hey, also kick it deep with those 3 timeouts. So now your defense can't give up a yard. Right now, you've really burdened your defense to get a quick stop, a quick stop, a quick stop, and make sure they do not give up any yardage to this opposing offense.
Let's go defense. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Right back to Pacheco. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Back to throw. This is cut downfield by Rice. He's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Give now to the running back. It's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
He's unable to get away from that that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Here he is to throw. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown! Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines. But for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports.